Welcome to Positive News. Today, a great teacher carried a student with Spina Bifida on his back so she won't miss out on class field trip. A Kentucky teacher is being held for going above and beyond the call of duty to bring a disabled student along on their field trip. Ryan Neighbor's fourth grade class at Tully Elementary School had been preparing to go on a field trip to Falls of the Ohio State Park last week, and she was heartbroken over the prospect of missing out on this fun. Since the 10-year-old youngster was born with Spina Bifida, she has relied on a wheelchair her entire life. This is not the first time that Ryan's disability has prevented her from attending field trips in the past. So her mother, Sally King, began preparing for an alternative field trip day. Thankfully, she didn't have to. Upon hearing about Ryan's plight, elementary school teacher Jim Freeman contacted the family out of the blue and offered to carry Ryan around on his bike for the entire field trip. True to his word, Freeman used a specialized backpack to carry the 55-pound youngster on his back across the park terrain, and Ryan was thrilled. Since her month shared photos of Freeman and Ryan on the field trip, they have been shared thousands of times. We are so blessed to have an entire school that is so compassionate and empathetic and never make her feel left out, King wrote on the Team Ryan Facebook page documenting her daughter's experiences with Spina Bifida. These beautiful people should be shared with the world to see and inspire. UN honors Chinese company for planting 122 million trees to reward customers for their eco-friendly habits. A Chinese social media initiative has just received the UN's highest environmental honor for turning the green good deeds of 500 million people into real trees planted in some of China's most arid regions. This week, the United Nations Environment Program gave the 2019 Champions of the Earth Award in the Inspiration and Action category to the Ant Forest Project. Launched by an financial service group, Ant Forest promotes greener lifestyles by inspiring users to reduce carbon emissions in their daily lives and better protect the environment. Ant forest users are encouraged to record their low carbon footprint through daily actions like taking public transport or paying utility bills online. For each action, they receive green energy points, and when they accumulate a certain number of points, an actual tree is planted. Furthermore, users can view images of their trees in real life via satellite. In addition to tree planting, users can choose to protect a certain size of conservation land on the Ant Forest platform, which is also exploring innovative solutions to alleviate poverty and improve the lives of local people by leveraging the power of digital technology. Since its launch in August 2016, Ant Forest and its NGO partners have planted around 222 million trees in some of China's driest areas, including in arid regions in Inner Mongolia, Gansu, Qinghai, and Shanxi. The trees, which have saved more than 7 million tons of carbon emissions from entering the atmosphere, cover an area of 112,000 hectares, making it China's largest private sector tree planting initiative. Although the environmental challenges we face are daunting, we have the technology and the knowledge to overcome them and fundamentally redesign how we interact with the planet. Initiatives like Ant Forest tap into the best of human ingenuity and innovation to create a better world, she said. The need for radical global action on climate change will be highlighted at UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres' Climate Action Summit in New York. The Secretary General has urged world leaders, businesses, and civil society to come to the summit with concrete ideas of how they will cut emissions by 45% in the next decade and achieve net zero emissions by 2050, in line with the Paris Climate Agreement and the Sustainable Development Goals. The summit will focus on developing ambitious solutions in specific areas: global transition to renewable energy, sustainable and resilient infrastructures and cities, resilience and adaptation to climate impacts, alignment of public and private finance with a net zero economy, and sustainable agriculture and management of forests and oceans. Ant Forest recognition as a champion of the earth highlights the importance of ecosystem restoration in reducing the emissions fueling climate change. In March, the United Nations underlined the urgent need to protect the natural system that sustain life by declaring the UN Decade on Ecosystem Restoration from 2021 to 2030. We are truly honored to receive this Champions of the Earth award, said Eric Zing, Chairman of Chief Executive Officer of Ant Financial. Alibay Ant Forest reflects our belief that technology can and should be harnessed for social good. We are grateful to our many users and partners who have joined our efforts to plant 122 million trees and advance a shared vision of sustainable and inclusive development. Alibay Ant Forest's popularity shows that the public is ready to take action to combat climate change, he said. Champion of the Earth is the UN's flagship Global Environmental Award. The UN Environment Programme established the award in 2005 to celebrate outstanding figures whose actions have had a transformative positive impact on the environment. From world leaders to environmental defenders and technology inventors, the award recognizes trailblazers who are working to protect our planet for the next generation. Ant Forest is among 5 winners this year. The other categories are policy leadership, entrepreneurial vision, and science and innovation. The 2019 laureates will be honored at a gala ceremony in New York on September 26 during the 74th UN General Assembly. Also honored at the event will be 7 environmental trailblazers between the ages of 18 and 30, who will take home the coveted Young Champions of the Earth prize. The Champions of the Earth Awards have previously recognized Chinese innovations and change makers, particularly in the fields of tackling pollution and desertification. In 2018, the Zhejiang Green Rural Revival Program won the award for inspiration and action for its work to regenerate polluted waterways and damaged lands. And in 2017, the Saihanba Afforestation Community was recognized in the Inspiration and Action category for transforming degraded land on the southern edge of Inner Mongolia into a lush paradise.